Today we're going to be looking at doing an upgrade installation to OspreyPOS server 12.8.108. I'm going to right click on the installer, choose administrator. I'm going to answer yes to the UAC prompt. Once the installer comes up, it's going to start stopping certain services and such so we can complete our upgrade. Once it reaches this point, it's going to tell us we're upgrading from 107 to 108. I'm going to click next, and it's going to start the file extraction and copy. Once the file copy completes, it's going to proceed along and script the rest of the installation. At this point, it says it's updated Osprey point of sale to 12.8.108. I can click finish. If this were a full install, we would be done. But with this being an upgrade, what it's doing now, and you're seeing these dialogues come up, is that it's actually upgrading your Progress Open Edge from a version prior to 12.8.9 up until 12.8.9. You will see several messages come up showing you what it's doing as it's doing it. At this point, it's done manipulating the services, and now it's going to start the Open Edge upgrade. The process of the upgrade will look very similar to a full installation than it does on a fresh install of Osprey POS server. Once the Open Edge install is complete, there are still a few more things that need to run, such as re-enabling the services that were previously disabled and shut down, and then subsequently rebooting the machine. As a side note, if this is a fresh install, where I told you earlier that's where it would stop, that may or may not prompt for a reboot as well, but during an upgrade, the reboot will be held until the end of the complete upgrade. I'm going to click OK here. It's going to come up, do I want to reboot? The answer is yes. And then it's going to come up with the Windows System countdown telling me that I have 1 minute until reboot. When that 1 minute is up, the system will in fact reboot, and then you can move forward. Once the machine is rebooted and you're logged in, you can open up an administrative command prompt. It must be an administrative prompt, as we're going to be starting and stopping the databases. Navigate to CORS Osprey POS, which is our root folder. Now you can either from there navigate into the util folder and run your upgrade from batch file. In my case, I'm simply going to path it out util / upgrade from 12.8.107 and hit enter. At this point, it's going to ask, do we really want to do this? My answer is yes. And now it's going to start doing its procedures. It's going to stop the databases and start the upgrade process. This will continue to run briefly until it gets to the index rebuild. When the index rebuild starts, it will open up a new command prompt. First, it will rebuild the point of sale index. You can tell this is up in the header of the window. It says point of sale. When this window is complete, we must type exit to close it. Do not click on this X. Clicking on that X can cause the rest of the index builds to not run correctly. So instead, once this finishes, we will type EXIT and then enter to close it out. So it's completed. I'm going to type exit. This is going to close this index build out and start the next one, which as you can see is hislog. The procedure will be the same for this index build. As you can see, it's already finished much quicker. Again, EXIT. Now it's going to launch the one for the SmartDB database. It's also done quite quickly. We're going to type exit here. And at this point, you'll notice our original window picks back up where it left off and will proceed until finished. As you can see, it's done upgrading to 12.8.108. Press any key to close it. And then I can exit this prompt. If at this point I try and start back office, it will come up and prompt me for my new 12.8.108 validation code. I should have gotten this from my reseller, or if I am a reseller, from Osprey itself. I will enter that, click OK, and then I am able to restart the software. Thank you and have a good day.